virtually a must-win situation. Alabama trying to regain momentum as we head to Nashville, Tennessee. Courtney Green heading to center court, steps between Keyshawn Murphy and Aiden Sherrill. The ball is in the air, and the tap is controlled in the backcourt to our right by the Tigers. It'll be Pettiford bringing it ahead. A bounce pass to Murphy. Now to the near side, Overton. Playing off of a screen. Pulling up with a left-handed jumper from 15 and missing is Pettiford. Rebound Sherrill. The handoff to Philon, and LeBaron will bring it front court. He plays off of a screen. Goes left, goes right, then kicks it out now to Holloway. Aiden, near side Philon. Back to Holloway again with 14 on the shot clock. Holloway, as they switch on him, finds Philon in the corner to Amari Allen. Drives into the lane, kicks into the corner. Holloway, a great fake, gets him a wide open runner to the paint. He drops it in for two.
Aiden Holloway is one of the best three-point shooters in the SEC, but he's added the floater game, the pump fake in the corner, got him free, and the soft touch from about 12 feet.
Pettiford with a basketball front court for the Tigers. Now giving it off to Murphy, driving, or actually to Hall, and now they work it near side. The three from Overton is missed. Rebound is tipped, controlled by Auburn. It's Freeman giving it off to Hall, and he traveled. Traveling violation on the Tigers, and Alabama gets it back.
Nice job defensively by Alabama. Couldn't quite get the defensive rebound, but may have gotten a hand in there to force the travel.
Here comes the Tide, bringing it front court. Philon off of a screen, driving left, uncontested to the rim. He lays it in for two. Won't get one any easier than that tonight.
Yeah, great move. Alabama's guard, so good from the three-point line, but because of that, Auburn has bit on a couple of fakes from three. The hesitation move, LeBaron Philon all by himself.
Murphy on the drive into the paint, had it knocked away, scramble for the loose ball, out of bounds, touch last by the orange and blue.
And right now, Stephen Pearl going to his assistants, asking if he should review this. A couple of Auburn players asking for it, but great defensive play regardless. It looks like Alabama will get it back. Auburn won't challenge. Nice job helping out on the low block, knocking it off the Auburn Tigers.
Philon front court with Bama up 4-0. 18-18 to go. Nice look inside to Sherrill, who lost it off his leg out of bounds, and the turnover gives it to the Tigers. But that was the third straight trip where Bama has gotten easy access to the rim.
Yeah, great look from LeBaron Philon. Nice defensive play by the Tigers to knock it off of Aiden Sherrill.
Pettiford almost lost it in the backcourt, but gets it front court. Now in a pick of the pocket by Philon, and he will go in and lay it in with the left hand.
Well, you said that first left-handed layup would be the easiest two of the night. Not so much. Great defensive play all by himself. Eases in for the wide-open layup.
6-0 Bama, and the Tide forces another turnover. Right in front of the Alabama bench, the defense of Aiden Holloway forcing Pettiford to turn it over. And that is 4 turnovers by Auburn and 0 for 2 from the field in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Here's Bama, left side to Holloway, Aiden to Sherrill. Pivots, hands it off, Philon on the wing. LeBaron working against the defender. Spins in the lane, stops, up and under, took him to school.
My goodness, LeBaron Philon going to work. What an incredible move. Got the Auburn Tigers, a couple of guys in the air, and finishes with the left hand once again.
LeBaron 6, Holloway 2, Auburn zip. 17-17 to go. Pettiford now for 3, quiets the crowd momentarily. 8-3 Bama, 17:08 to go opening half. Philon with it, right of the circle. LeBaron to the top of the arc with the dribble. Near side to Allen, right corner Sherrill. Aiden to his left, a couple of dribbles, a handoff, Philon fakes a 3, throws it inside, Sherrill, pump fake, layup, foul, and the and one upcoming for Aiden Sherrill.
LeBaron Philon has come to play. How many times have we said that all season long? Doing it on both ends of the floor. A couple of beautiful moves. This time, the beautiful bounce pass inside to Aiden Sherrill. Takes his time, takes the contact, and a chance for a three-point play.
Looked at the replay. That was almost a no-look bounce pass. The defender had no clue the pass was coming, as the free throw is good by Sherrill, and Bama's got an 11-3 lead. Sherrill will check out. Bama will go a little smaller and bring in London Jemison, the freshman for the Crimson Tide, coming in with the Tide leading it 11-3.
And how about this hot start for Alabama on the offensive end? A perfect 5 for 5.
We'll take it. And again, everything at the rim or the free throw line. Top of the arc with it. Pettiford working to his left, throws it into the paint. Murphy drives in and throws it home. Bama failed, I believe, to rotate over, maybe late to help, but regardless, it's a bucket that makes it 11-5. 6-point Alabama lead. Here's Holloway, top of the circle, playing off of a screen from Jemison. A bounce pass was kicked, and here comes Auburn the other way. They leave it for the trailer. Murphy throws it down. I guess the pass hit the foot of the Tiger, and so they didn't call it a kick, but it was a sure bucket for Bama if we get that one through. Inside, Allen. He'll slam it in for 2 more, and it's 13-7 Bama, 4 minutes into this contest.
Alabama having so much success with the dribble drive. Once again, LeBaron Filine gets in the lane. The defense converges. Amari Allen with the easy throwdown.
Alabama has not attempted a three, hasn't needed to. Driving into the lane, losing the handle, out of bounds was Auburn's Keyshawn Hall. It'll belong to the Tide when we come back to Coleman Coliseum. 15:43 to go in the opening half. It's Alabama and Auburn, and we got a 13-7 score. Good guys on top here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
This Auburn team has offensive firepower, and they've started off hot 3 for 5 from the field.
Relative to some starts we've had, we consider it flawless as the Tigers nearly throw it away, but saved by Sebastian Williams-Adams. Now on the wing to Overton. In the corner, Williams-Adams driving underneath the basket. Kicks it in the corner, Pettiford, 3, no good. Weak side rebound, Millette, and Houston will flip it ahead to Filon. Filon, front court for the Crimson Tide with 15:20 to go in the first half. Bama up 13-7. Filon thought about a three, instead gives it to Taylor Bowen on the near wing. Bowen lost the handle, got it back, handed it off to Jemison. Now to Filon. Filon working into the paint, across it. Now back toward the block. Fall away baseline jumper, no good, and the rebound cleared by Overton of Auburn. And his outlet pass is thrown away.
Not a great look for LeBaron Filon, but the way he's been playing, kind of surprised that that one didn't go in. Gave up an open look from the three-point line, and that's one thing that drives Nate Oats crazy. He doesn't mind if you miss one, but if you pass up an open three, he gets onto his guys. LeBaron Filon had one and didn't take it. One of the few mistakes Alabama's made offensively in this one.
13-7 Bama, 14:50 and ticking. Time left first half. Filon top of the arc, hesitation move, gets down the lane, lays it up with a right hand, no good. Scramble for the loose ball. Auburn slinging bodies everywhere. Millette thought he had a loose ball. Somehow got back involved in the play, though, and forced the tie-up of Sebastian Williams-Adams.
You don't even have to be watching the game to know who is on the floor for the loose ball. I mean, that is what Houston Millette does. He gives you such great effort. A hustle play once again. It looked like that was going to be Auburn's ball, either a timeout or out in transition. Houston Millette able to save the possession with a hustle play.
Filon getting a breather as Holloway will check in for him. Aiden's got to beat the count and does to Bowen on the near wing. Taylor a couple of dribbles and a handoff to Holloway, top of the arc, driving right, going downhill, runner off the window, no good, but right there for the cleanup is London Jemison.
And you had Houston Millette right there as well. Alabama doing a great job of attacking the offensive glass. Aiden Holloway not able to score, but drew a couple of defenders. Auburn can't get blockouts.
Pettiford throws a lob down low. The layup attempt is missed by Philip Jovich, but he was fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair. Well, I don't know how he split the two defenders. A beautiful move by Pettiford to get himself where he could make that lob pass. 15-7 Bama, 14-14 left in the first half.
Well, one of the reasons why Auburn was picked to be one of the top teams in the SEC is the talent of this team. And Tahad Pettiford right now playing at the level that a lot of people expected. He's been in in 20 points or more 6 out of the last 8 games. He has been tough to handle on that end of the floor when Auburn has the ball. He's been able to knock down shots, a couple beautiful passes. This one inside to a teammate, sending Auburn to the line for 2.
Jovich hits the first for the Tigers. Their first free throw attempt of the night. Alabama's had one so far. second attempt. It's up and good. Jovic, a freshman from Bosnia, makes it 15-9. Clock ticking, under 14:10 to go first half. Bama the ball on a 6-point lead. Holloway, top of the arc, working against the defender Hall. Swings it near side. Reitzel, three. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound tipped and controlled by Keyshawn Hall, and he brings it ahead for Auburn. Hall, the lefty, spins in the lane. Had it stripped by Jemison. And now here's Reitzel the other way, and he slips down, but still found Bull Bowen, who got fouled on his way to the rim. What a play by Latrell Reitzel Jr. He slipped on a wet spot on the floor and somehow was able to unload the basketball to a trailer. How about the concentration and the poise of Reitzel to make that pass while keeping his pivot cheek down?
What a play by Reitzel. I don't know how he didn't lose that walk, but was able to control the ball, find Taylor Boboan. The call came late, but nice play by Latrell Reitzel. Unfortunate break, though, for Alabama. Had a 2-on-1 fast break. Latrell hit the wet spot, but at least Bama ends up with free throws.
And they do get Bull Bowen to the stripe, and he knocks down the first. Jemison and Reitzel will exit. LeBaron Filine Jr. and one of the three seniors honored before tonight's game. Noah Williamson will check in for the Crimson Tide. Noah with his father here, the senior from Latvia. Can't hit the second free throw. Bull Bowen, that is, misses the second. So 1 of 2, and Bama leads it by 7, 16-9 with 13:38 to go in the opening half. Jovic on the drive, had it blocked, got it back, ball batted around, taken away by the Tide. Here's Holloway front court. Aiden on the near wing, playing off the screen from Williamson. Swings it around to Bull Bowen. To Williamson again. Thought about it from deep. Now works it to Filine. Back to Holloway. Holloway around to Bull Bowen. Near side Filine. 10 to shoot. LeBaron. Holloway fakes the three. Slides right. No good. Rebound tip to Millette. One more try. No. Filine will drive instead and lay it in for 2.
And he had to go quick. The ball didn't hit the rim, so under 5 seconds left on the shot clock. LeBaron Filine with another beautiful move. The hesitation got him free once again. Ends up with an open lay-in.
He needed just 5 points to get 1,000 for his Alabama career. He now has 8 in the game, so 1,003 for Filine as the baseline jumper on the right side is good by Overton, cutting the Bama lead to 18-11 with 12:35 to go in the first half. Here's Filine. Near side Bull Bowen. Back to LeBaron, top of the arc. The drive, the dish. Williamson, three. No good. And the rebound control by the Tigers. A good look for Noah, but a little short. And here's Overton the other way. A deep three. No good. Rebounded Bull Bowen, and he'll bring it ahead for the Crimson Tide. The flip to Filine. Now to Holloway on the left side. Back to Filine out high. Filine to Williamson. Back to Filine. Driving left. Working back. All alone. Bottom.
Didn't need to take his time, but why not? Looked at the defender, wide open once again. Beautiful move. The step back three, and LeBaron Filine continues to play well. He's already got 11.
First three of the night for the Crimson Tide on 4 tries, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Noah Williamson as we've come to another media timeout. 11:43 remains in the opening half here in Tuscaloosa. 21-11. Bama leading the Tigers by 10 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Coach Oats, great game today.
The team found another gear. They kept grinding.
Jalil Bethia has checked in for the Tide as the Auburn Tigers inbound it. Driving it right down the lane was Todd Pettiford. Bama challenged late, but couldn't get to him as now Holloway runs the other way for Bama.
And an almost steal for Alabama ends up with a lay-in for the Tigers.
Here's Holloway with it from the corner of the state. Bottom. That was the extreme southeast corner of Alabama. The logo at center court, and he buried it.
Auburn's done a good job extending their three-point defense. Didn't get out to almost half court. Maybe not quite that far, but a deep three. Remain Holloway.
Elijah Freeman driving in, missed the layup. The putback attempt no good from Murphy, but he claims the miss. They work it inside again. The layup attempt blocked. by the Tide's Aiden Sherrill, but he commits the foul on Sebastian Williams-Adams.
Well, I just got done bragging on him for doing the job on the defensive backboard, and offensive rebound leads to free throws for the Auburn Tigers. This Auburn team relentless on the offensive glass, a strength for them on this end of the floor. Alabama had done a nice job at defensive rebound, but a second chance opportunity gets Auburn to the line, and Aiden Sherrill picks up a foul as a result.
He does indeed, as the first free throw is good for the Tigers. The second one is not, and the rebound's claimed by Amari Allen. Here's Holloway back in the front court, working it to Allen. Back to Holloway again. Will he shoot it from Crosby, Alabama again? Nope. He's going to work it over to Bethea on the left wing. He'll drive. He'll kick it back out to Allen, will Bethea. Now Amari trying to drive, gets to the rim, lays it up, had it blocked by Freeman out of bounds, and possession will stay with the Crimson Tide. Pretty good defense, to say the least, by Elijah Freeman right there.
Yeah, good defensive possession by Auburn. Just 6 seconds on the shot clock. A little contact there, but not enough to warrant a foul. Alabama's going to have to go quick.
So inbounds comes Bethea, near corner. Three bottom. Jaleel Bethea, a big bank first three. Good to see him contribute offensively. Bama 2 of 5 from three-point range, and it's 27-14.
Alabama needed to go quick, but what a quick release by Bethea.
On the other end, the Tigers miss a layup, but the follow-up is good by Williams-Adams. And it's 27-16, 11-point Alabama advantage, as Sherrill will hand it off to Bethea. Jaleel nearly walked, but gave it off to Philon. LeBaron playing off of a screen, gives it back to Sherrill, top of the arc, fakes a three, driving in the lane, spinning, gives it off to Allen. One more, Philon fakes a three, gives it back to Allen, fakes a three, gives to Philon, shoots a three, misses the three. Rebound control by Auburn, but a hook and hold, I believe, is going to be called on Auburn. Definitely a hold. And let's see if they go hook and opt to review it. Apparently not.
Good ball movement by Alabama. Made the extra pass on a couple of occasions. Ended up with an open three from LeBaron Philon. A little strong with it, but Bama getting on the offensive glass, causing the foul by the Auburn Tigers, and Alabama gets it back. Just common foul, it looks like.
Common foul. Bama, though, on the inbounds, drives in. Allen had it blocked, getting it back with Sherrill, and then a foul's whistled on Keyshawn Murphy. Tell you what, you don't think of them in just looking at Auburn as rim protectors, but they do a pretty nice job.
Yeah, they have length, and they've got guys with good timing. Keyshawn Murphy, one of the more underrated interior players in this league. He's been up and down a lot like the Auburn Tigers, but a good rim protector. And Bama gets back to the line, and unfortunately, Aiden Sherrill, one of the best free throw shooters in the SEC, can't convert on his first.
He's now 1 of 2 from the stripe. Bama 2 of 4 for the game. Second one's no good either, and the rebound is claimed by the Tigers, and we're fortunate we didn't get called for a foul there, as Overton at least gave the illusion that he got popped in the mouth. That may have been all that it was.
That's a rarity for Aiden Sherrill, an 80+% free throw shooter.
Freeman drives, kicks it in the corner, shot blocked by Bethea, but claimed by the guy that shot it initially in Keyshawn Hall. And he gets to the rim and lays it in for two. 27-18. Bama with the ball in the lead. Philon out to Bethea. Jaleel trying to shake free, throws the lob to Sherrill, who caught it, had it blocked, puts it up. I don't think that's an and one. It shouldn't be.
That's a beautiful pass from Jaleel Bethea. Made a great play on the defensive end. The block shot against Keyshawn Hall. Aiden Sherrill lost sight of it. Ended up with a Keyshawn Hall basket on the offensive rebound. But this time, Bama and Jaleel Bethea with a beautiful pass up high to Aiden Sherrill, who just missed a couple, and he'll have a couple more chances.
And he hits the first of two. Auburn with Blake Michalek in the ball game, as the Tide will get Bethea out along with I believe Jemison it'll actually be Sherrill who, after he hits the second free throw, will exit. Taylor Bowen comes in to replace him. And was it Reitzel that came in for Bethea?
Yeah, really good minutes from Jalil Bethea on both ends of the court. Hit a big three, beautiful pass right there. Won't get credit for the assist, but the 2 points a result of that pass by Bethea.
Tigers work it up top to Overton. Now to the right wing, Mashalik. He will drive to the low block. Got cut off by Allen. Hands it back to Overton on the far wing. Overton with 10 to shoot. Wanted to throw it low post to Jovic, and he does. Trying to back his way down on Bowen. Throws a skip pass near side. Hall for three is good. Keyshawn Hall makes it 29-21, an 8-point Bama lead with 8:25 to go here in the opening half. Amari Allen trying to get free from Jovic. Gets into the low paint, kicks it over. Bad pass to Bowen, who caught it at his feet. Picks it up, gives it back to Allen, driving against Jovic. Caught up on the block, tough reverse layup, got it to go. He willed that one in, and Bama leads it by 10 once more.
Yeah, what a play by Amari Allen. Really had nowhere to go, but the reach, able to go with the reverse lay-in and get the friendly roll off the glass and in.
Bama outscoring the Tigers 18-10 in the paint near Steele. Kicking it left side, Mashalik for three. That's missed. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Auburn. They pointed the wrong way, says Byron Jarrett. My mistake. I meant to point Auburn's ball, and he does make that change. We've come to a media timeout. 7:45 to go in the opening half of play from Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa. Alabama leads Auburn 31-21 right here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Freeman working between the circles, gives it off to Hall. Hall stepping back, shooting a three with a hand in his face, misses it off the front iron. Rebounded by Allen, and Amari brings it front court. Amari on the drive to the rim, off the window and in for two.
And great job defensively by Taylor Bowen against Keyshawn Hall, who's starting to get hot, forced a difficult shot.
33-21 Bama. The 12-point lead with 7:17 to go in the half. Tigers come near side, elbow extended to Hall, driving baseline now. Gets in the air, had it blocked by Allen, picked up by Millette, back to Allen, who brings it front court. Allen on the drive, getting downhill, stopping, kicking it to Philon, top of the arc, step back three, no good. Rebound tip, saved by Reitzel after the tip by Millette, and the lay-in good for two by Luttrell.
That is Houston Millette making a play, the deflection. Got it loose. It was going to be a defensive rebound for the Auburn Tigers going the other way. Instead, an offensive rebound put back because of the hustle of Millette.
Crowd on its feet as the Tide has its biggest lead at 14. They swing it right side, deflected and stolen by Allen. Here comes Amari the other way to Philon front court. Inside the paint, to the rim, stopping, pump fake, shot, good, and Alabama leads by 16. Timeout, Auburn. 6:23 to go in the first half, and the Tide has rolled to a 37-21 advantage. We saw Latrell Reitzel slip earlier. Thankfully, didn't impact him. Here's Pettiford on the drive for the Tigers. In the lane, short on the leaner, no good. Reitzel clears it, gives it to Philon, who flips it front court to Bethea. Jalil at the timeline near side, works his way to the wing, trying to break down a defender. Gets into the paint, stops, spins, kicks it back out. Jemison fakes a three. Driving, cut off on the block, hands it off Reitzel. Push shot is good.
Looked like London Jemison got hit. It was favoring, I don't know if it was his arm or shoulder, was trying to pass it out to a three-point shooter. Didn't have anybody. Almost a handoff to Latrell Reitzel in the lane. Knocks down the three-footer.
39-21, Bama the 18-point lead with 5.5 to go before the break. Tigers work it down to the baseline and lose it out of bounds. Elijah Freeman, thanks to the defense from Latrell Reitzel Jr.
Freeman got Reitzel in the air, was a little bit off balance, a little bit of contact, not enough to warrant a foul call, and that little bit of contact may have jarred the ball loose, and Alabama able to get a stop and a chance to extend the lead.
Here comes the Tide, front court with Holloway to Reitzel, back to Holloway, driving, runner, short, and a foul's going to be called on the Tigers. That's going to be on Kevin Overton, and that will be his second.
And one thing I've noticed in this game from this officiating crew is they made the right calls for the most part. No complaints there, but almost all of them have come late.
Yeah.
You know, I guess they want to get it right. That's the most important thing, but a little different than you're used to seeing, because that one clearly got pushed in the back as Aiden Holloway was trying to knock down another floater. The right call happened. It just came late, sending Bama back to the line.
Free throw up and good for Aiden Holloway, who on the year is an 85% shooter. Sherrell getting a breather. Williamson comes back in to replace him with 5:18 to go in this first half, and Bama leading it by 19 over Auburn. 16th ranked team in America, playing awfully well in this opening half. Holloway hits them both to lead it now by 20.
Yeah, now a 12-0 run for Alabama in just under 3 minutes.
Tigers will walk it front court with Pettiford, who's had 5 so far to lead Auburn. Pettiford handing it off to Jovic, driving in the paint, spinning, had it stripped, got it back, shoots it, got it to go. Boy, he really had to work hard for that one, as Reitzel almost got it away from him again. 41-23, Holloway with it out high, crosses, steps back, gives it off. Reitzel fakes a 3, now lets it fly. In and out, no good. Rebound, Bethea hung in the air and laid it back in for 2. Oh, mercy, Jalil Bethea, what a play. 20-point Bama lead, stolen by Holloway. Reitzel now front court. Reitzel, Holloway, down low. Jemison, Williamson, out to Bethea. No good. Layup good by Jemison. We'll call it a pass.
As well as Jalil Bethea has played in this game, give him the assist. Doesn't make the shot. Alabama able to get another lay-in and extend the lead. A 16-2 run for Alabama in 4 minutes.
22-point lead with 3:57 to go in the first half. Tigers with it. Overton on the far wing. Up top, Jovic. Back they go to Overton. Step back, contested 3, short. Rebound, Jemison. We're running again. Jemison to the rim. No. And the loose ball picked up by Auburn. May have forced that one just a hair. Now on the drive, Pettiford lays it in, and the Tigers able to turn a takeaway into a bucket on the other end.
I don't mind it from London Jemison. He's been so good, so aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. Nice defensive play by the Tigers.
Here comes Holloway, feeding it over to Bethea. Jalil into the corner, Williamson. Noah trying to back his way down. Lost it, got it back, spinning, hanging on to it, fighting for dear life, and a tie-up is going to be called, and the arrow will favor Auburn, I believe, when we come back. But the scoreboard and the momentum favoring the home team here in Tuscaloosa. 3:06 to play in the half. 45-25. Alabama the commanding lead on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. 30-14, the Tide outscoring the Tigers in the paint. Just part of the reason they've got the 20-point lead. Make it 18, though, as the Tigers work it inside and get the slam for 2 by Keyshawn Murphy. Now it's Taylor Bolboa the other way for the Tide to Sherrell. 2:48 to play in the half. Bama up 45-27. Sherrell, a couple of dribbles to his right, trying to find a guard. He picks it up. He needs help, and he does give it off to Phylon, who got bumped, but still maintained possession. Playing off the screen, he'll go left. He'll kick it over to Holloway. 3, 2 to shoot. 1, Holloway, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Houston Millett. Pleading his case for Nate Oats to review it, but it's going to, or do they call a foul? I think they may have called a foul on it. Let's see. It was a foul on Houston. Can't review that, buddy. I'm with you. I thought initially they had signaled out of bounds, but another official did call a foul on Houston. That's his first and the team's 4th. Only 6 have been called on Auburn as well. That'll be a 5th on the Tide, and I think that's going to be on Houston as well. It's back-to-back fouls on him, trying to keep Williams-Adams out of the paint. He'll check out as the Tigers get it to Pettiford. Drives to the elbow, jumper missed, rebound tipped, knocked out of bounds, such last by Auburn.
Nice job defensively. Auburn's got some good looks the last couple of possessions. That one from mid-range, it was contested. More difficult shot than Auburn's had the last few possessions, and Alabama able to close it out.
So here comes the Tide into the front court. Love to finish with another flurry in these final 2 minutes, like we've had a couple of big ones so far in this first half. Go ahead and put them away. Holloway with it out high, driving, dishing. Phylon has it top of the arc. Now backing it out, surveying the floor with 8 to shoot. 7, 6, throws it down low, caught by Sherrill, lays it up, missed it with a left hand. Ball batted around and controlled by Auburn. Got to finish that right at the rim, even though he was challenged. Here now, Pettiford throws it back on the right side to Murphy. Murphy swings it down low, shot attempt missed by Freeman, but Bama commits another foul, and we've let Auburn get a little momentum going right here, even though they hadn't done as much offensively as they would like. At least they've slowed Bama down.
Yeah, we talked about the last 3 minutes being important for Alabama. Since the under 4 media timeout, it's been all Auburn. Alabama hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes. Auburn cutting into this Bama lead. Alabama in good position, but giving the Tigers some life.
Tide led it by 20 at the break. And you mentioned no points for Bama in 2:42, but thankfully only 3 for Auburn. They have made it 17. Don't want them to have momentum going into the locker room, as both free throws are good. And that Bama lead is down to 16. That's their largest run, 6-0. Their largest of the first half. Bama, the 12-0 run, and another one that was close to it earlier. Here now is Allen on the drive, the dish, the handoff goes to Phylon, left wing. Phylon to his left, spinning now to his right, getting into the paint, stopping, leaning, had it knocked away. Here come the Tigers the other direction. They'll throw a lob and the flush for 2 by Elijah Freeman, and the Tigers the 8-0 run to cut the lead to 14. Now Holloway on the drive, backing it out, being defended by Overton. Check that, by Freeman. Holloway to Sherrill, back to Holloway, all alone, 3 ball, no good. Rebound tip by Holloway, back to him, or to Sherrill, back to himself. Now to Holloway, tough shot, wouldn't go, but he got fouled, and that will be a 2-shot opportunity.
What a great play by Aiden Holloway. He was about to pass it, and when he got grabbed, he got the ball up on the backboard, and instead of a 1-and-1, he'll go to the line for 2. High basketball IQ by these Alabama guards, and Bama has not played well offensively the last few minutes of this game, but that was a smart play by Aiden Holloway.
First free throw up, and it crawls over the front of the rim and settles in. That ends the scoring drought of the last 3.5 minutes for the Tide, but still 0 for our last 4 with no field goals in a 3:32 span. Both freebies good, and he'll check out, and Latrell Wrightsell will come in for him.
And because Alabama went quick after the offensive rebound, you put yourself in position for possibly a 2-for-1 with 40 seconds left in the game and 30 on the shot clock.
Late first half here at Coleman Coliseum. Bama on top, 47-31. Tigers holding it out near center court. Pettiford. Shot clock at 14 as they go onto the right wing to Hall. Hall brings it top of the circle, drives right, stops at the elbow, kicks it on the wing. Pettiford wanted to throw it low post, can't. Now he'll drive, gets under the basket, layup attempt blocked by Sherrill. Here comes Bama the other way. Front court, Phylon kicks it in the corner. Bowen back to Phylon. He'll drive, he'll step back. 3, bottom, 2 seconds, 1, half ends, and what a half for the Tide. And LeBaron Phylon Jr., 16 of Alabama's 50 as the Tide leads Auburn by 19 at the break. Nate Oats talking with Byron Jarrett about something as Roger Hoover waits patiently to talk with him. Now here's Roger with Coach.
Coach, your thoughts of the first half?
Yeah, they're switching, slowing us down offensively. I mean, we made some tough shots, and our defense has been pretty good, but We got to do a better job against their switch in the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Roger. And thank you, as always, Cook's Pest Control, bringing us Coach Nate Oats at the half. Give pests the full court press. Call Cooks today to protect your home and business from pests and termites. 50-31. Bama leading Auburn by 19 at the break here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Down shots from the three-point line. Didn't shoot a great percentage, just 33%, but Alabama able to hit a big one going into halftime. Talked about it, the under 4 media timeout. There was a little over 3 minutes to play. Alabama was up 20. Auburn goes on an 8-0 run, but fortunately Bama able to knock down a shot and then a three, basically at the halftime buzzer to extend the lead to 19, go into halftime with some momentum. And this first few minutes, important for both teams. Alabama in this situation up 19 can really put the hammer down here the first few minutes of the second half, but obviously Auburn has the firepower to get back in this game quickly. Bama needs to do what they did early in the game. Get stops defensively, rebound the ball, and get the ball in the hands of their guards who were so good the first 20 minutes.
20 minutes away from victory number 23 on the year, win number 13 in the conference. In second place, the number 2 seed assured for the Crimson Tide in the Southeastern Conference. Inbounds comes to Holloway, and Aiden will play off of a screen from Aiden Sherrill. Backs it out, looks to his right, Phylon, back to Holloway. Holloway driving to his right, going left, now right. Getting into the paint, back out Sherrill. Steps into a three, no good. Rebound claimed by Auburn. It is Hall who gets it for the Tigers and brings it himself into the front court. Works it into the paint, stops, looks, near wing, feeds Freeman for three, rims out. Nothing but white jerseys in the paint to clear the miss. Here's Reitzel, who cleared it, bringing it himself front court. Driving into the lane to Sherrill on the far wing. Sherrill driving now left, getting to the paint, lays it up with a left hand and got it to go.
Boy, for a man his size to move that quickly and have the body control to be able to fend off the defender, leaning to his left side and finishes with the left hand. What a move by the big man.
Far side with the dribble, Freeman gives it up, top of the circle. Overton gets into the paint. Leaner is off the window and in, and a foul's going to be called on LeBaron Phylon Jr.
That's a terrific shot by Overton. Well defended initially. It looked like KT Overton was just trying to draw some contact, but able to get it up high off the glass, a soft touch, and a chance for a three-point play.
(52-33). 52-34 now as the free throw is good. Bama bringing it front court with Phylon. LeBaron playing off of a screen, goes right, stops, picks up the dribble, flips it to Sherrill, back to Phylon. Phylon throws it on the block to Allen, back out, Bama works it to Holloway. Aiden, hesitation move, plays through contact, scoop shot off the window, no good, but drew the foul from Auburn into Hyde Pettiford.
Got fouled on a couple of occasions. Glad they didn't call the first one, because it would have been an inbound on the sideline. Instead, he's going the line for two. Did a great job of attacking the defender, taking the contact on a couple of occasions and getting to the line.
Aiden Holloway, who so far in this one has been solid in the first half. Had 9 points. Now he's in double figures with 10 as he knocks down the first.
Didn't have a huge scoring game in the first matchup in Auburn, but he took over late and had a stretch that essentially won the game for Alabama. Far from a one-man show. LeBaron Phylon terrific in that game as well, but what a performance by the former Auburn Tiger.
Bama back up by 20 in this one as the Tigers work it onto the far wing. Freeman driving to the baseline, got cut off by Allen, flips it outside to Murphy. Murphy with it, driving left against Sherrill. Stops for a moment at the elbow, puts it up in the paint, no good. Rebounded by Allen. Amari will throw a bounce pass to Sherrill, who drives in and throws it home. Woo! Mercy threw it down at the last moment just as the shot blocker was about to catch up to him, and Bama leads by 22. Tigers in the paint. Freeman leaner is good.
Going back to the offensive end, Aiden Sherrill has shown us so much at 6'11", 260, able to catch it, put it on the deck, and finish in traffic.
Holloway finishing in traffic as well. Off the glass and in for two. The reverse spinning layup with the right hand, and Bama leads it 58-36 with 17:33 to go. Pettiford with it out high. Todd Pettiford giving it off to Murphy. Now they swing it near side. Overton for three. That's good.
He's one of the best three-point shooters in the SEC. Hasn't gotten many open in this one, but that one was wide open.
Philon gets fouled, and he'll go to the line, or will he? Nope, they're going to call the foul on the floor. Well, they changed it, said it will be two shots.
That's another one, a lot like Aiden Holloway a few possessions ago, where he did get fouled on the floor. They didn't call it, but ended up calling the second one, which benefits Alabama. The result, a couple of free throw attempts for LeBaron Philon.
It was a continuation. The foul started on the floor, and it continued all the way into his shooting motion, as that one is good. The free throw it is from LeBaron Philon Jr. He's got 17 points. That's his first of the second half. He's played 20 minutes, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, and make that 2 for 2 now from the free throw line, giving him 18 points, 3 assists, a steal, a foul, and a turnover, just proof that he's human. 21-point Alabama advantage with 17:08 to go. Tigers driving, throwing it into the low post to Hall. Swings it way out high to Overton. Wanted to let fly from three, but couldn't.
Really good defense by Latrell Reitzel.
Pettiford's jumper from 17 is no good. Sherrill clears it off the rim. Bama the other way. Philon right wing. The lob pass. Allen for two.
The unselfishness of LeBaron Philon had a wide open look at three, but recognized the freshman Amari Allen running the lane. Beautiful pass and finish by Philon to Allen.
23-point Alabama advantage, their biggest of the night. Tigers with Pettiford throwing it all the way to the right wing. The three from Hall, no good. Rebounded Reitzel, and Bama's ripping and running. Here comes Allen, leaving it for the trailer Reitzel to Holloway. Auburn gets back, but the Tide will still attack. Holloway stopping, giving it outside. Reitzel driving to the rim, off the glass and in for two more. 25-point lead for Alabama over Auburn with 16 minutes to go.
Alabama had a couple of open looks from three. They didn't take it, able to go inside. Latrell Reitzel finishes off the glass in traffic.
Weaving through traffic, Pettiford gets to the rim, blocked out of bounds by Aiden Sherrill. Timeout on the floor. 15:47 remains. Tide rolling 64-39 here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Baumhauer's Victory Grill has always been proud to serve fresh-only ingredients in their recipes. Some of the key ingredients to these recipes are legendary sauce.
Team foul number 2 this half on the Tide. 2 have also been whistled on the Tigers. 15:39 to play. Bama by 25 over Auburn. Tigers with the basketball. It's Hall driving into the paint, stopping, kicking into the corner. Pettiford contested three, no good. Rebound tipped and saved by Auburn initially, but throwing it out of bounds as he saved it was Filip Jovic.
Jovic saved it to about the second row. Didn't actually throw it inbounds, and Alabama gets the stop and a chance to extend the lead.
Holloway with the dribble for Alabama. To Millett, corner Jemison. To Millett again. He'll drive and dish. Corner Philon. Open three. Halfway down, it popped out, but Williamson, the box out, clears it for the Tide. Finds Holloway. Jemison back to Holloway again. Aiden between the legs a couple of times. Stepping back, deep three. Oh, mercy, is that pretty. Aiden Holloway, another bank first three, and the Tide leads it 67-39.
Aiden Holloway has been an Auburn killer, and he's having fun out there already with 16 in this one.
Tigers with the dribble. Pettiford looking to his left, throws it down low to Jovic, getting into the paint. The foul's going to be whistled on the Crimson Tide. 28-point advantage for Alabama. Led it by 19 at the half. Led it by as many as 20 in the first. But leading it now by 28. Tigers with it, Pettiford. Throws it into the post. Jovic, double team, and they're going to call a foul on London Jemison. Tough one there. As it looked like he had knocked the ball away from Jovic, and then as both of them were reaching for it, the whistle blew to call him for the hack.
Well, this officiating crew has been late with a lot of calls, and maybe they thought that the hack came and they waited, but it didn't look like that was on Jemison, but it'll be Auburn's ball.
Tigers with it, Pettiford. Trying to work off the screen, drives right, steps through in the lane, nice move, and got the friendly roll to settle in for 2. And he now has 9 points to lead Auburn. But Bama leads it by 26 with 14 minutes to go. Reitzel stepping into a 3, short on the attempt. Rebound tipped by Williamson, but controlled by Pettiford and Auburn.
Reitzel hasn't gotten loose really from the three-point line. Now 0 for 3. He's had a couple good looks.
Pettiford to the top of the arc, feeding it to Williams-Adams. Back they go, left side. 3 ball is up and good by Elijah Freeman. And the Tigers cut it to 23, 67-44 with 13:28 to go. Here's Holloway working against Jovic. Drives and dishes. Jemison going baseline. Tried to feed it to Williamson, but it's deflected and stolen. Tigers drive. They miss the lob. Picking it up, though, will be Hall. Hall trying to back his way into the paint. Circles, walked, had it deflected. Taken away by Bama. Millett on the drive. Hands it off. Jemison, who throws it down.
Great job defensively. I think it was Houston Millett that got the deflection. Looked like Auburn was going to score in transition. Ends up being a 4-point swing. Great job defensively by Alabama.
Here come the Tigers front court with it. Pettiford had it poked away, Holloway, but Pettiford got it back. Feeds it to Williams-Adams. Throws it near wing, Jovic. Jovic trying to back his way down on Williamson. Jovic into the paint, spinning baseline. Fires it back outside on the wing to Hall. Hall with 7 to shoot. Hall near side, giving it off. Freeman for 3. Bad attempt there. And the rebound controlled by Bama. Reitzel front court. Latrell to Jemison. Touch pass. Millett 3. No good. Rebound claimed Williamson. And he gets fouled. Jovic grabbed him with both arms.
Houston Millett doesn't make the 3, but he's made so many little plays that have been big in this game. The contest against what looked to be an open 3-point shooter, the deflection on the last possession started the Alabama fast break. And this is a typical Houston Millett game where the numbers don't at all say the value he's had on this team.
Holloway misses a deep 3, but Taylor Bowen picks up the miss. Back to Holloway, working against the defender Pettiford. Holloway to Bowen, 3, short, and the rebound controlled by Jovic of the Tigers. And then Auburn turned it over, trying to bring it into the front court. Timeout on the floor, 11:57 to go. It's all Bama, 69-44 on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
Alabama with a chance to hopefully continue to play well and sweep the Auburn Tigers.
69-44 Bama. Taylor Bowen driving into the paint against Jovic. Kicks it on the far side to Sherrell. Aiden working against his defender Murphy. Hands it off to Philon. Beautiful bounce pass. Sherrell fouled as he goes to the line. And again, we don't have the best of angles from here, but I don't know how in the world Philon was able to thread that needle.
Well, he's really good. And we can tell that even from our new broadcasting spot. That was a beautiful pass inside to Aiden Sherrell. And I'm really amazed at the progress that Aiden Sherrell has made in his sophomore season. He's gotten so much better defensively, one of the best rim protectors in the SEC this season. But his ability to knock down shots. We knew he was a stretch 5, or he could play the power forward or center position, the ability to knock down the 3, but great hands, great feet, great patience, but not a great trip to the line.
No,
big man.
Couple of misses there as he had made a few after missing a couple early. Auburn with Murphy a 3 that's no good. They're going to call Amari Allen for the foul. First personal on Amari.
Alabama with some missed opportunities, even though up big, 11:30 to play. You love the position that Alabama's in, but can't make a 3. Just an empty trip at the free throw line. One of the best free throw shooters in the SEC. Misses 2 once again. Sherrell's been close to 85% all season long. Top 10 in the SEC in free throw percentage. Missed 2 earlier in the game. Missed those 2. And Alabama with a chance to really expand this lead. But letting Auburn stay a little closer than you
still have hope.
You would like. Alabama really could have blown this away. Make some open shots, some free throws, and Auburn Tigers capitalizing at the line.
5-point swing there as they're able to hit the 3 free throws and cut it down to 22, 69-47 with 11:22 remaining. Here's Philon on the open floor, near side Allen. Driving to the baseline, trying to work against the defender Overton. Swings it out to Bol Bowen. Taylor picks up his dribble, gives it off to Jalil Bethea, who had a good first half. Now to Philon. Philon, top of the arc, now going left, getting into the paint. Stopping, spinning, shooting, scoring. Boy, what strength in addition to skill, because he fought off the defender, Williams-Adams.
The strength of LeBaron Philon against a 6'9", 250-pound center. Advantage in the paint, LeBaron Philon, and now he's got 20.
And Bama leads by 24. Near side, they work it to Overton for 3, and he rattles in another one. 71-50. Is the Bama advantage with 10.5 to go. Nate Oats directing traffic as though it's a one-possession game. Here now is Allen on the drive. Tough runner off the glass, no. And the rebound claimed by Michalek for the Tigers. Front court with a dribble is Hall, trying to go baseline, got cut off. A lot of dribbling from Hall. He had it poked away, got it back, had it poked away again, but it goes out of bounds. Amari Allen with a help defense. Knocked it out of bounds, and possession will stay with Auburn with 15 to shoot in 10 minutes, 9 seconds left to play in the ball game. Tide leading at 71-50 at the moment.
Nice defense by Taylor Bol Bowen against Keyshawn Hall. Giving up a lot of pounds, but did a good job of moving his speed. Amari Allen, nice deflection. Almost got the steal, but Auburn gets it back.
Tigers work it to the top of the arc. Murphy. Back to Overton, near side of the floor. Driving down the lane, plays through contact, got the shot up, count it, and he is fouled. Nice move by Kevin Overton. Strength there to cut the Bama lead to 19 as he had a couple of guys on him. Latrell Wrightel called for his second foul. That'll be the team's 6th. Auburn's been whistled for 4. I'm not saying it's exactly like, but some similarities to the Mississippi State win here a week or so ago, where Bama was so good for 25 minutes and then maybe took the foot off the gas a little bit, as the and one is good from Overton.
Yeah, and Auburn not going away. They've made 3 free throws. Overton knocked down a 3, and this time a 3-point play to give the Tigers some hope.
Yep, 71-53, 6-0 run, and they get a steal. It'll be Freeman driving into the lane, gets to the rim, blocked by Bol Bowen, but that's going to be goaltending. 71-55. Since Bama went up by 28 at the 14:55 mark in the last 5 minutes and 15 seconds, Auburn's outscored us by a dozen. They've got this thing back to 16, but Alabama's got the ball. 71-55 advantage. Sherrell driving to his right. Keeps the dribble alive, and a hold's going to be whistled on Michalek. 15th foul of the Tigers. Michalek's second. Finalizing will be the trigger man for the baseline for the Crimson Tide. Looking, gets it into the corner. Reitzel, three. Halfway down, it popped out. But Sherrill clears the miss, and then he gets held and fouled. And that will be on Murphy, I believe.
Great job on the offensive glass by Aiden Sherrill. Alabama struggling from deep, getting great looks against the 16th ranked three-point defense in the Auburn Tigers, but can't convert. Bama 1 for 8 from deep here in the second half, but Aiden Sherrill getting on the offensive glass, a chance to get into double digits. He struggled from the free throw line, just 3 for 7, an 83% free throw shooter coming into this game. 5 rebounds, but the struggles continue for Alabama, a good three-point shooting team and free throw shooting team, but they have not been here tonight, especially in the second half.
Missed the first, makes the second, so he's now 4 of 9. He's got 10 points to go with his 5 rebounds. It wasn't on 3 Murphy, it was on 33 Sebastian Williams-Adams for Auburn. That's what sent Sherrill to the line. Tigers with it front court to our right. It's Hall on the drive. Offensive foul. Houston Millett taking the charge there.
And he is fired up about it. He should be. He's done all the little things in this game. Hasn't had a big game scoring. Hasn't scored. 0 for 1. 4 rebounds, deflections, getting on the floor for loose ball. This time slides over and takes a charge against one of the SEC's best.
Adams-Williams had left the game briefly, but he's right back in as Hall checks out, picking up his 4th. Check that. I believe that was 4 after all. We'll see as I confirm as we've got a turnover by Alabama or a foul.
It was LeBaron Finalizing with a push-off. He's frustrated. I think he may be frustrated with himself. Didn't need to do it. As he was just trying to create a little space. Combination of extending his arms and a great acting job by Overton, and Alabama turns it over.
Apologies, I had looked at the wrong column there. First foul, that last one on Hall. The foul on Philon is now the Tigers drive, but a block by Sherrill. Great block on the layup attempt by Murphy, and the Tide comes the other way, up by 17. 72-55 with 8:40 to go. Bol Bowen picks up his dribble, needs help, finds Reitzel at the timeline far side, brings it to the top of the arc, steps back, 3, short, rebounded again, Sherrill, right side Holloway, slides right, 3, bottom.
Great job.
Holloway with another one.
Great job by Aiden Sherrill. Hasn't had his best game statistically, but a couple of big offensive rebounds, a second chance opportunity, and Bama finally makes one from deep.
Holloway with 19 after another bank first 3, but an and 1 opportunity upcoming for the Tigers as Sebastian Williams-Adams got one off the window and drew a foul, I believe, from Taylor Bol Bowen in the process.
Well, that is a tough shot by Williams-Adams. A little bit of an angle past Taylor Bol Bowen. And the much bigger player, Williams-Adams, takes the contact high and soft off the glass and a chance for a 3-point play.
Sebastian Williams-Adams at the stripe, trying to convert the and 1, and he barely got that one to the rim. Auburn tried to save it after the ball caromed towards the corner, but it will belong to the Crimson Tide. 75-57 with 8:10 to go. Alabama, a very comfortable lead still, even though the Tigers have not allowed this one to get completely off the tracks. They were down 28 a few minutes ago. Here's Bama with the basketball. Allen to Sherrill. A dribble to his right. Works it on the wing, still with the dribble alive. Picks it up, hands it off to Holloway. Aiden driving into the lane. Stopping, looking, needs help. Hands it off to Reitzel. He drives in. Left-handed layup is good.
Alabama is known for spacing. The spacing in that offensive possession was terrible. But Latrell Reitzel able to take almost a dribble handoff in the lane and finish with the left hand.
Back to a 20-point lead, but a 3 from the Tigers misses. Long rebound to Holloway, and Bama runs. Front court they go. Allen down the lane, lays it in for 2. 22-point lead, 7:14 and ticking time left.
Alabama able to get the stop, one of the fastest teams in college basketball. Auburn doesn't get back in transition. Amari Allen ends up with a wide-open lay-in.
Tigers work it into the corner, stepping back for three. Overton, no good. Rebound tipped, but into the hands of Freeman, and a reset for Auburn to 20. Top of the arc, Murphy back to the basket, hands it off. Freeman trying to shake free, backs it out, kicks it into the corner. Williams Adams kicks it far corner. Three ball up and good from Overton, and a timeout called by Stephen Pearl. 6:39 to go. Timeout on the floor. Bama a 79-60 lead over the Tigers here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
And Alabama would love to sweep the Auburn Tigers here to finish the regular season with momentum going to Nashville. If Bama wins this game, they'll be the 2 seed in the SEC tournament, playing Friday night at 6 o'clock. So for those who are thinking about going to Nashville, I can tell you, and I think you guys would agree, it's about the best week of the year.
Awesome.
So much fun, and with Nate Oats, you get to stick around a while typically. You never know, but Alabama in good position to make another run in the SEC tournament.
Crimson Tide inbounding it to Allen. Amari will bring it all the way front court. He's going to go all the way to the rim. He's going to score it, and he'll get a trip to the free throw line.
The strength of the freshman took it essentially coast to coast, took the contact as he went into his shooting motion. What a play out of the timeout. Alabama able to handle the full court pressure of the Auburn Tigers and extend the lead to 21.
Now's the under 8 media timeout. 6:35 left to play when we return. Susan kind enough to still be back at so many games this year. It's been great to have them continue to be a part of the Alabama family since his retirement. As the free throw from Amari Allen is missed, the and one opportunity missed, it remains a 21-point lead, 81-60 with 6:29 to go. Tigers work it to Overton. 15-foot jumper rattles in. They'll jump into the press. Alabama trying to beat it, and they do with Holloway front court. Leaving it for Philon now, and Bama will set things up with 6:08 to play. 19-point lead. Holloway behind the back with the dribble a couple of times. Now goes right. High off the window, no, and the rebound controlled by Pettiford. He'll throw it ahead, but deflected in the air by Sherrill. Claimed by Murphy, but he stepped on the baseline as he secured the loose ball.
Nice job by Aiden Sherrill to run the floor. Great job with transition defense, something Nate Oats and his staff have drilled into these guys. Auburn, a team that doesn't play with the same pace of Alabama, but after misses, after turnovers, Auburn will run. Aiden Sherrill did a great job getting back.
Allen bringing it ahead for Alabama, gets it front court, drive to the rim again, left hand again. That's basket interference, as I believe they either slapped the backboard or caught the ball as it was on its downward flight.
And I thought that could have been an and one. Took a lot of contact with the shoulder going in to his shooting motion. Amari Allen starting to put together a nice game. He's got 14 points, 4 rebounds, and doing a great job defensively as well.
Stephen Pearl says, let's review it. We've got one right here. Tide fans don't like it, but understandable that he would use the review right here. Nothing really to lose. Down 21 with 5:46 to go. This borderline.
Auburn coach has challenged.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand,
Auburn's
though.
coach has challenged the goaltending.
Looked like it did get to the glass as we watch the replay. And again, each official review brought to you by Bromberg's, Alabama's oldest and most trusted jeweler.
And I think you're right. The slap on the backboard, I mean, that constitutes goaltending as well. Ball gets on the glass.
Yep.
After review, the call has been confirmed. Goaltending. It'll be Auburn ball on the baseline.
Amari Allen was able to get it on the backboard pretty quick. And the right call is Stephen Pearl wearing the Blazer and the Battle Blazers tonight. That is the comfort zone for Nate Oats. Looks like he's going to continue to have success against the Pearl family.
83-62. Alabama with the lead, as they have all night. Tigers work it far wing, catching, shooting Freeman. That's a brick, and the rebound run down by Millette. Weaving through traffic, letting Tigers run by. He will throw it over to Holloway. Aiden, top of the arc, thought about it. Now will drive into the lane. Flips it back out, Phylon. Step back three is blocked into his hands. Phylon driving into the lane. Left-hand shot, no. Put back good on the weak side by Amari Allen.
LeBaron Phylon took a lot of contact, but able to get it up on the backboard. Bama crashes the offensive glass, and Amari Allen an easy two.
Tigers working into the low post, driving his Hall. Tried to hand it off to Murphy, who slings Millette to the deck. Now the Tigers work it inside, and the layup good for two by Hall on the assist for Murphy.
Beautiful pass by Murphy. Great effort by Alabama, but Auburn able to convert.
Holloway to Phylon. Phylon to Holloway. Thought about it from the timeline. Instead, runs a little more clock. It's down to 14. Allen, Holloway. Oh, come on, baby, let it go. He'll drive to the lane instead. Reverse layup block. Gets it back. Out on the wing at 7. Step back 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Millette. Over on the right wing, Phylon. That's no good. Rebound snatched out of the air by Murphy. And with Bama up 21, Auburn runs the other way. Layup in transition, good by Pettiford to cut the Bama lead to 19.
Auburn fortunate that Alabama can't make a shot from 3 here in the second half. In control, but Bama just 2 for 13, getting great looks against this Auburn defense.
Holloway drives by his old teammate, laid it in for 2.
Wanted an and one, took the contact. Officials don't call it, but an easy deuce for Holloway.
87-66, Alabama with 3:44 to go. Do a media timeout on the next dead ball, as Pettiford will weave through traffic. Nearly lost it, shoots it, makes it. Friendly roll for Pettiford, who's got 13. Bama up 87-68. Phylon with defenders on his hip will back it out. Kicks it in the corner. Sherrill to his right, getting into the paint, stopping, looking, corner. Allen, 3, no good. Rebound controlled by Auburn.
Hope Alabama's saving some of the makes for Nashville.
Yep.
Continue to get good looks, not able to convert.
Auburn, far corner 3, up and good by Hall. 3 minutes to go, Auburn to within 16. They've trailed by as many as 28. Phylon trying to get into the paint, does. Shot attempt blocked by Murphy, but it brings us to a media timeout as he is whistled for another foul. 2:47 to play. The faithful feeling pretty good about this one. Some are heading for the exits with smiles on their faces. Church will be fun tomorrow when you see your orange and blue friends, that's for sure. 87-71 our score when we come back on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield. Trying to add to his 20-point total, which has been a regular occurrence throughout his sophomore season. He misses the first. He'll have another one upcoming. 87, make it 88-71 now as he hits that one. And Phylon will check out, probably for the night. Taylor Mulbowen comes in to replace him, and that may have been his final shot in this building in an Alabama uniform, and the Bama fans recognizing it as LeBaron exits the game. Tigers with the basketball. Driving down the lane, wild shot up and in for 2, and a foul as Pettiford will have a chance for the and one. Well, that is tough on Noah Williamson. Not really sure what more he could have done right there, but the correct foul call was made.
Yeah, Pettiford's been so good for Auburn. 20 points or more in 6 out of their last 8. Now, the majority of those have come in Auburn losses. Great play right there. They've got really good individual talent. 2 of the best players in the SEC, and Pettiford and also Keyshawn Hall.
The and one opportunity missed by Pettiford, and the lead stays at 15 for Alabama. Bama playing a little keep away. Reitzel with the dribble. They try to trap him. He'll throw a bounce pass over to Millett, who fires it over to Bol Bowen. Dribble or two to his left, a third, a fourth. Picks it up. Needs help. Somebody come get it.
Needs to shoot it.
He does, and he'll let it fly, and it is no good as the shot clock expired.
And that's the disadvantage of not having either Aiden Holloway or LeBaron Philon on the court.
Right.
You know, those guys are both point guard type players, even though they play together. Point guard's got to come get the ball. Alabama didn't really have a true point guard on the floor.
Pettiford trying to split defenders, had it knocked away. They're going to call Millett for the foul. He had it clean initially on the ball, but as he kept trying to hold on, his hand slid up the arm of Pettiford, and it became a foul, which I think Houston's pleading his case. Why didn't we get the jump ball call if I had my hand on it? But nonetheless, Pettiford at the stripe, and he hits the first. 16 now for Pettiford. Overton's 19 leads the Tigers. Freeman and Hall both in double figures with 11 and 13 respectively. That foul, by the way, on Millett was his fourth. Both free throws good, and with 2 minutes to go, it's a 13-point game. Again, Bama led this one by 28. Jemison with it, throws it to Bol Bowen. Driving down the lane, the lob to Williamson, who lays it in for two.
It wasn't an alley-oop dunk, but able to finish. Beautiful pass from Taylor Bol Bowen. And Noah Williamson, the senior, able to convert.
Reitzel able to get in there, had the takeaway initially, but now the tie-up is called as Pettiford got on the floor with him, and that will be possession to Auburn on the possession arrow. A minute 43 to go. 90-75. Alabama with the 15-point lead. Tigers work it to the top of the arc. Pettiford, step back three. That's good. Check that. I'm sorry. It was Overton with the three. 90-78 is the score. Reitzel trying to get it front court for Alabama. Beats the count. Getting it to Millett. In the corner, Jemison for three. Bottom. That should be the final dagger. 15 points after another bank first three, or a 15-point lead, I should say. A minute 10 to go. Driving in, reverse layup, good for Overton, who's had a big game with 24. Now Jemison to the rack, had it blocked from behind by Murphy. And it will be a foul that'll send Jemison to the line to shoot two. 93-80, Alabama with a 13-point lead.
The final score will not tell the story of this game. Alabama came out a perfect 6 for 6 to start this game, and has had Auburn at arm's length the entire game, is up as many as 28 points. Auburn's made it slightly interesting, but Alabama a dominant performance here at home.
Latrell Reitzel Jr. leaving the floor for the last time in an Alabama uniform. Getting a standing ovation from the crowd. And the two free throws good from Jemison as Bama leads it by 15. Tigers with the dribble out high. Murphy top of the arc. Wanted to shoot a three. Instead, he'll drive it. Williamson, he'll spin, he'll shoot, he'll miss. And that's a bad call on Noah. That is tough right there. Third on Noah. Williamson called for the foul as Murphy will go to the line to shoot a pair with 45 seconds remaining. Free throw up, and he banked that one in. That was not by design. Noah Williamson getting a nice round of applause as he leaves. His final game here at Coleman Coliseum. Patriot League Player of the Year last season for Bucknell. Opted to come play for the Crimson Tide for his final season of eligibility, as Murphy more conventionally makes the second to make it a 13-point game again. Preston Murphy Jr. in the game for the Crimson Tide, son of the Bama assistant coach. Into the contest as Bethea works near side. Jalil driving, tough runner, It rolled off. He almost got a spectacular shot to drop, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair with 31 seconds to go.
And what a spark off the bench Jalil Bethea was in the first half. Just 5 points, but knocked down a three when this game was a little closer than it's been throughout. But big three late in the shot clock, a spectacular offensive rebound putback. Also some pretty nice defense. Jalil Bethea has not played the minutes that he would like, but he has played well when given the opportunity here tonight.
First free throw good by Jalil. 6 points for him, trying to get it to 7. And that one unfortunately rattles out. Tigers run the other way, trying another three and missing this one is Overton. Rebound claimed by Millette. And Houston will bring it front court. He'll drive into the lane. He'll spin, he'll shoot, he'll miss. Rebound is fought for, and out of bounds, touch last by the Tide. And Houston Millette is going to get a chance to have a standing ovation as well as he'll leave. Replaced by Jacob Martin. And Houston Millette, a nod to the student section and a hug for Nate Oats. Not his last game, but his last one here, along with the seniors and perhaps another player or two for the Tide. But a great stint in Tuscaloosa for Houston Millette. 14-point lead. Pettiford on the drive, lays it up. Come on, guys. Layup is no good, but a foul is whistled on the Crimson Tide.
Going back to Houston Millette. His last time checking out here at Coleman Coliseum, his second year in crimson and white. And he has been such a great teammate in his first season. Got the medical red shirt. Thankful that he came back for this season. And a guy that does all the little things. Makes winning plays. He's a competitor. Teammates love him. Made big plays in this one. Stat sheet doesn't show it, but he was terrific here tonight.
Alabama will dribble out the final 2 seconds. And it was only 12, but it still merits the song. Bama winner. Let's get out of here. Tide wins it by a dozen, ending the regular season with its 23rd win on the year. The Tigers slide to 16 and 15. Post-game comes your way in a moment right here on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
A moment ago in the Crimson Tide locker room, it was Chris Stewart with Nate Oats.
Coach, congratulations. Great way to wrap up the regular season and senior night. Great win against your arch rivals.
Yeah, it's obviously always good to beat Auburn. You know, when you get up 28, you'd like to beat them by closer to 30 or 40, so I was a little disappointed with our effort the last 15 minutes of the second half. We didn't get stops like we needed to, but in fact, we built a 28-point lead, gives you a little cushion, but I don't like the fact we played like we had a cushion. So, a lot of credit to them for the first 25 minutes, and we got to grow up and close teams out a little bit better here in March, because you don't want to play around with leads in March when you lose and go home.
This was a game where LeBaron early was about as good as we've ever seen him. I mean, he had 16 in the first half, but he was fully in control of this basketball game. Finished up with 21, but a special outing from him leading the way.
Yeah, no, he was good. Didn't have too many turnovers, only 2. So, they were building out. We only had 12 assists on the game, so they kind of opened the lane up. We were able to outscore them 58-32 in the paint. We've been able to do that to teams that build out. So, if we'd have made free throws a little better, we'd have had over 100 with them really not giving us any threes. I mean, we only made 7 threes, which we'd been on, I think, 11 straight games, making 10 or more. So, obviously, their game plan was to make sure we didn't get threes off, and they did a pretty good job. We only got 27 off, only made 7, and we took some bad ones. Some of our better shooters were pressing, taking bad ones, but, we were able to open the paint up, get in the paint. Scored 58 in the paint, scored 17 at the line. So, did a pretty good job attacking them, getting downhill, and taking what the defense gave us.
You won it on the glass too, Coach. 42-38, or 42-28, excuse me, I think was the difference there.
Yeah, we were all over the old boards, 19-0 board. So, Aiden Sherrill had 4, Houston Millette 3. It was disappointing. He wasn't able to score on his senior night, That's why I left him in, told him to go get one at the end. But I don't think he cares. I think I cared about it a lot more than he cared about it. He's such a great kid. So, super happy for him, Trelly, Noah, that we able to beat Noah on their senior night.
And to be able to bring each of those guys out to the incredible round of applause that each of them got. And I know LeBaron Finaline's not a senior, but fans are pretty knowledgeable as well. That was a special exit for each of those young men.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, our fans, some of the best fans in the country, they come out strong all year and supported us. So pretty cool. They gave them the applause and kind of recognition that they deserved.
Overall, your feelings about your squad as you head to Nashville now for the SEC tournament? Know that you don't have to play until Friday.
Yeah, it's a great feeling to have. There's some pretty good programs that are playing on Wednesday. More playing Thursday. So, the fact that we were able to secure the 2 seed with this win tonight, we'll play Friday and we'll see who it is. And we got to be ready to go because there's some really good teams that are down there in that 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, there's good teams down there, some good programs. So we're going to have to be ready to go.
I would imagine the excitement level is pretty high for you as you go to the postseason, to have a team that, again, has finished among the top 2. You've won 2 regular seasons. You've won 2 tournaments. You've now got a team that finishes second in the league and a chance to go and hopefully do some very special things over the course of the next month.
No, we do. Well, I mean, we can, when we're rebounding like we did tonight, playing defense like we did for the first 25 minutes, we're as good as anybody, that we play. But we've yet to do it for 40. We're going to need to do it for 40 here in March, so that's going to be a challenge to the guys.
Always appreciate the time, and congratulations again.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.